The Chrisean Rock and BlueFace drama never seems to end, and honestly most fans are just done with them at this point, mainly with BlueFace. After the two ended things, we thought we were finally putting everything in the past and moving on. Because this time both of them said that they were done with each other for real. So we believed them. But then they still didn't stop talking about each other, and fans thought it was the same old pattern repeating and that they were ultimately going to get back together.
This shit get messier and messier every fucking day. You turn your motherfucking head, see Chrisean Rock and BlueFace either fighting, fucking, making up, beating the fuck out of each other. They just got this toxic ass cycle.
Although that might not be the case, it seems like BlueFace still has some unresolved business when it comes to Chrisean. A lot of fans think that he still might have feelings for Chrisean, and that's why he's acting the way that he is. Others think that it's just because he's salty to see Chrisean actually be fine without him and move on.
Boom, I already packed in the house. He just had somebody put it outside. Boom, I said, F it. Boom. Moved into this expensive ass crib, yo. Yeah, you could call it an Airbnb, but who the really paying $30,000 a month? Me. These steps that I'm taking to be okay, to be all right, to be safe, to be just in my skin like all right.
So what happened was that Chrisean went live on her Instagram. Nothing unusual, she usually does that to interact with her fans. Except this time, there was a guy accompanying her in the live story. Fans didn't think about this too much because Chrisean did tell us that she's taking a break from dating after everything that went down between her and BlueFace. So none of us thought too much about it, but then BlueFace apparently felt very strongly about the whole thing. Strongly enough to hop on his phone and tweet several times about the whole thing. Talk about being obsessed, right? Anyways, you're watching The Celebrity Buzz, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about how BlueFace completely lost his mind after watching Chrisean Rock with another man on Instagram. But before that, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future. Chrisean Rock and BlueFace have had a rocky past, and it seems like Chrisean is completely over the whole drama, but BlueFace is still latching onto it for dear life. The two started dating, and there were more breakups in their relationship than there were dates. So that should explain how toxic their relationship was to begin with. It was like they hated each other but couldn't live without each other either. Until recently, when Chrisean revealed that BlueFace had been abusive to her, and that's when she decided to end things with him officially. She even had a kid with him, which, by the way, he didn't even want to claim, saying that he wasn't even sure if it was his child or not.
Curl up and push. Try not to let it out. Big breath. Deep breath.
Deep breath.
Hold it. Curl up and push harder.
Push, you got it. Don't worry about that.
Right.
Actually, that's not a bad thing
relax.
if you do. That means you're pushing hard.
Relax. We missed that contraction. She's right though. If you poop, that means you're pushing.
No, don't.
No.
Push.
It's not.
No.
Poop, it's
Mommy right here. Mommy will
the
clean you up,
baby.
son. Don't worry about that.
It's not,
Don't worry about that.
it's the baby.
All right.
Same feeling as
You
Don't hold anything
relax
back.
this in between.
What we're trying to say here is that this couple was nothing but trouble from day one. But after they broke up and ended things, the fans were divided. Half of them thought that Chrisean was going to get back with BlueFace just like they always do. They'd break up, talk smack about each other, fight, physically and publicly, and then end up getting back together. So half of us thought that was going to happen. The other half thought the complete opposite, saying that there was no way Chrisean was going to get back with BlueFace, especially considering everything that he had done and said to her recently. And they were right. Chrisean had officially closed that chapter of her life and had moved on. She didn't want to do anything with BlueFace, and she completely distanced herself from him.
He like a schoolyard crip. Look a killer in his eyes. Like, you don't think I'll kill you and kick you in your stomach and you be bleeding for months? Like, then he took my phone, make sure I wasn't recording and none of that. Like, all right, long story short, right? I try to get up. He like make one more step to the door. I'm up. Like, yo was like psychopathically weird.
But that was what was bothering BlueFace so much. He didn't like how she wasn't obsessing over him all of a sudden and that she was flourishing in her life. And then something happened that made him go completely off the rails. And honestly, it's the funniest thing because he's on Twitter going off, and Chrisean is just completely unbothered.
Boom, I already packed in the house. He just had somebody put it outside. Boom, I said, F it. Boom. moved into this expensive ass crib, yo. Yeah, you could call it an Airbnb, but who the really paying $30,000 a month? Me. These steps that I'm taking to be okay, to be all right, to be safe, to be just in my skin like all right.
But before we get to spilling all the tea on that, make sure to share this video with a friend who's obsessed with the Chrisean and BlueFace drama. So let us tell you what actually went down. So you know how Chrisean Rock sometimes goes on her Instagram and talks to her fans, right? She goes live and just chats with her fans about the most random stuff. So she decided to do that again, and it was all fun and games. The only thing different this time was that she wasn't alone in the live video. She had one of her male friends accompanying her. The two seemed to be close to each other, and honestly, that was nice to see that she has friends by her side who she could have fun with, especially considering how she felt after everything that went down with her ex. Anyways, fans didn't think too much about it because Chrisean has recently said that she is not looking to date as of now. She's perfectly happy being a single mom, she's working on her career and herself, and that's enough for her. So we know nothing's really going on between her and her friend that might be romantic. But that was not how BlueFace looked at things. He saw her live video on Instagram and decided to go off on her. It was weird on so many levels because fans just couldn't understand why he was still so obsessed with her. Not only was he lurking on her account, he also posted about it on his social media. Now that's some next level obsession, won't you agree? But what did he say exactly? Well, we'll tell you. He took to Twitter and tweeted a bunch talking about it as if he was unbothered. But if he really was that unbothered, he wouldn't have been talking about it in the first place. In his first tweet, he cryptically said that there was no need for Chrisean to be that thirsty, implying that she was going after the first guy she could find. He also directed a tweet at Chrisean without naming her and said that it was time for her to stop messing around with random guys. Excuse us, but who gave this man the right to speak about Chrisean's life choices? Honestly, we're not even sure who gave him a Twitter account, but okay. He then tweeted talking about how a person could never change, calling Chrisean a hoe, saying no matter what happens, there would never be any change if a person is promiscuous like Chrisean is. All of this was just so uncalled for. He said a bunch of other weird stuff on Twitter too. You're free to go stalk him if you want. But as we all know, Chrisean isn't the one to sit back and take disrespect. She claps back every single time, and she did this time too. She tweeted talking about how he promised that he'd never make comments about her publicly again, which was actually a court order. And as a reply to that, he said that none of his tweets were about Chrisean, once again gaslighting her. But we all see how he's the one who's literally obsessing over Chrisean and her life, while she has long moved on from him.
As soon as he said that, something clicked in my head. Like, it was weird. Like, I was like, ooh, I'm done with you. I just need to work on separating everything before I be asked out. So when he tried to leave me asked out, the process was already started. I already made over $200,000. Then I'm like, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna leave everything and not look back for real.
Some fans think that the reason he's doing all of this is because he still has feelings for her, but we'll let you decide on that. And that was all we had time for in today's video. Do you think Chrisean Rock is going to respond more to what BlueFace had to say? Do you think this is the start of their next big fight online? How do you think this whole thing is going to go? Let us know all your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future. And with all of that out of the way, as always, we will see you in our next video at the Celebrity Buzz.